Being a leader means recognizing the contribution of those around you. So the biggest proof I have of this is through David Novak, CEO of Young Brands. He encouraged managers to create unique ways to recognize their employees. So for example, at KFC, managers would use the Rubber Chicken Award to recognize employees, which would literally be giving them a rubber chicken. This was something that was just so silly and fun that it not only helped to recognize employees, but it also contributed to the company culture. So according to Zig Ziglar, a famous author and personal development coach, research indicates that employees have kind of three basic needs in the workplace. So 1 is interesting work, 2 is recognition for doing a good job, and then 3 is being let in on things that are going on in the company. I would argue that the middle one is the most important, and that's recognition. The agency that I worked at this summer, Padilla, had this system called Kudos for their recognition system. Kudos can come from anyone to anyone, but you have to write the specific thing the kudos is for on it. So when you got it, it would just be a blank piece of paper, but it would say, thanks for blank. But this slip of paper was also a $5 reimbursement for anything that you wanted to buy. So to keep this top of mind and to encourage people to give these out, there would be quarterly reports on what employees had done with their kudos. One lady even saved up enough to pay for her scuba diving in the Galapagos Islands. By the end of the summer, I saved up $5, and so I bought this really cool Minnesota hat. And then, although those things were really cool and were a great reward, it was really about not so much the tangible thing, but actually getting credit for what you did. So for me, it meant a lot more to me when it came from someone on my team or even from my direct supervisor, because I knew that they could really see the hard work that I was putting in each day. So one time, my supervisor actually brought in donuts in a card for me after I did my final presentation for my internship. And this meant so much because I put in so many long hours on that. And I had earned the recognition. So there is a difference, though, between earned recognition and owed respect. The first time I stepped in Padilla's doors, I was owed respect because I'm a person and everybody is owed respect. But by the end of the summer, I had earned recognition because I had worked so hard on this project and done this whole research project and gone through all of this to get to a really great deliverable. So a December 2015 article by USA Today described 3 categories of people in the workplace. One is givers, 1 are takers, and 1 are matchers. So givers give without expecting anything in return. Matchers will give, but they expect to take something back from you as well. And then takers just take without ever thinking about giving anything back. So I think it's really easy to spot if you're a taker. Take a look around at how you treat your employees, your peers, or even your supervisors. Do you ever think about them? Do you give recognition to them at all? This is pretty easy to see outwardly as well. However, it's a little harder to spot whether you're a taker or a matcher. So this really takes an inward look at your motives and deciding whether you're truly giving genuine recognition or if you're giving just so that you can get back. And that's somewhere that you definitely don't want to be. So when researching this topic, I came across a company called Reward Gateway that has this platform to encourage workplace recognition. And one of their taglines was, build a culture of thanks. And I thought, I think that David Novak was trying to build a culture of thanks with the chickens, and that Padilla was trying to do that with the kudos, and that really we should all be trying to build a culture of thanks in our everyday lives. So in closing, recognition is so important to a company's culture and the well-being of employees. And the top 5 keys to effectively giving recognition are being genuine, being specific, being consistent and timely, being creative and really personal, and then finally making it public when appropriate. So as you go out as leaders in your future careers, just remember to build a culture of thanks wherever you go. Thank you.